AIDS activist Zackie Achmat first, though, says he may reconsider his earlier decision to cut ties with the ruling party. Last month, the longtime ANC supporter claimed he would distance himself from the ANC if President Jacob Zuma was re-elected. Well, Achmat has agreed to take time off from his holiday for a few minutes to talk to me this morning about reports he will reconsider his decision following an appeal from the Veterans League. Well, on the line, I do have Zackie Achmat with me. Zackie, good morning to you. A huge thanks in talking to us this morning as well. Just tell us where you are on this morning.
I'm having a little break, Gareth. I'm in the Karoo.
No, I understand where you are. I'm just asking, where do you stand this morning with regards to the ANC?
You see what holidays does. Well, at the moment, I think all of us, any thinking person in South Africa, would be disappointed. More than disappointed by the election of President Jacob Zuma as president of the ANC. And that is not because we don't like him. He's, in fact, a very charming man. It's a fact that what President Zuma has started symbolizing is the alliance between a corrupt business and public servant elite supported by tribalists who are simply using the ANC for self-enrichment, to oppress women and to gain control over state resources. And that is a deep tragedy for a party that's 100 years old. This is not a personal issue for me. It's an issue of principle for many people I work with on a daily basis. And therefore, as far as I can see, I have no role supporting the ANC any longer. However, I've received a letter from the president of the ANC Veterans League, Comrade Sunday Sijaki, who joined the ANC in 1959, and he's asked me to reconsider my decision. And even though I'm not going to reconsider it, I'm sticking to my decision. I'm prepared to meet with them, discuss and explain, not to ask for permission to leave, but to discuss and explain. But even then, one needs to keep an open mind. But I think the difficulty we all have is that the ANC as it stands today will continue to pull itself apart. And that is not right for the country, and a new voice has to start emerging. And that voice has to come from young people, and it has to be a voice that is social democratic, that is capable of uniting the country against corruption, capable of uniting the country on deep inequality that we're facing. It's not good enough to reassure big business by putting Cyril Ramaphosa in. There has to be a genuine rebuilding of a non-racial ethos in our country. There has to be a genuine rebuilding of a social contract between people.
Zackie, I do understand exactly what you're saying, and this report, from what you've said, is well documented as well. One of my questions to you is, if you do decide in the end, despite the letter from the Veterans League, to leave the ANC, as you're suggesting as well, even after consultation with you, where exactly would you go? DA, COPE? It's a big question being asked this morning.
No, none of the above, and never the DA. That's the tragedy for me. COPE is a joke. It started off as a joke, and it's become the joke that it was, because it left because of opportunism. It wasn't a group of people who had, on principle, always opposed the wrong things in the ANC. It's just when they lost, they ran away. The question is that the DA, on the other hand, for me and for many other people whom I work with, is not a party that represents the interests of the majority of poor and working people in the country. It is not a country, neither the ANC nor the DA represent the future. They both represent the past.
Well, Zackie, for the moment, thank you very much indeed. Enjoy the rest of your holiday. My thanks into you talking to us. Zackie Achmat joining us from the Western Cape on whether or not he will leave or stay with the ANC.